Welcome to my study today. I'm going to look at the word dare, that's the regular verb and the modal verb. We mostly use it in the negative, daren't. Daren't, which is fairly unusual for an English verb, isn't it? And I'll show you my first experience of the word dare. Maybe you had the same one. Let's see. Oh, and at the end of the video, there's an exercise for you to practice. Let's look at our grammar together. Here I am with my paintbrush, and I'm saying, "Can I paint on the wall, Mummy?" Whoops, that doesn't look good, does it? And my mother says, "Don't you dare." Have you had an experience like that? Very good use of the word dare. Dare is mostly used in the negative, like this. I daren't lift anything heavier. He daren't do it. Dare not is the fully written form, but we of course contract it when we speak and say daren't. And the other thing to notice, which is important, it's a modal verb, so there is no to infinitive following, and we do not use s on the third person. Here's another example. I daren't ask him. You do it. Let me just repeat that again. Daren't. Daren't. I daren't tell my teacher I broke the window. Let's look at how we use the past tense. Ooh. In its written form, we dared not go outside to play. We can contract it, but it does give us a problem because the word is difficult to say. Daren't. Daren't. So actually we change it and we use daren't. We daren't go outside to play. Daren't. So it's both used in the present and in the past.
No!
My friend wanted to take me skydiving. Wanted is past. My friend wanted to take me skydiving, but I daren't do it. I daren't do it. It's another way of saying I was afraid to do it. Let's summarise what we know about the verb dare. It's used in a negative, so in the present, dare not, or spoken in English, daren't, and the third person doesn't have an s, nor is it followed by to, because it's a modal verb. In the past, it's also negative, and we try to avoid saying dared not. Unless we're writing it, we can write that, but it's hard to say, and so we substitute daren't. Daren't. In the other use of to dare, it can be an ordinary verb, and we can use it with or without to. Let's look at the first structure. Dare plus an object plus the to infinitive. I dare you to do this. I dare you to jump. Children use this a lot. They always dare their friends to do something silly. And what they're really saying is, I challenge you. Are you brave enough? Are you bold enough? I dare you to do this.
There's always going to look, I would say without...
Here's an example in the third person. Mr. Smith is a brave politician. He dares to say what he thinks. Now, if you look at that closely, you'll see that we now have an S in the third person, which we didn't have with the modal verb, and we also have to in front of say, so it's a to say infinitive. And that's really the basic difference in the use. But unfortunately, we do change it quite a lot. So it's very hard to give an exact rule for the way to use this verb. You really just have to become familiar with it. For the question form, we like to use would. Who would dare do something like that? Or I can use the to form. Who would dare to do something like that? So you can see why it's very hard to give an exact grammar rule. We do interchange quite a lot. Now here are some very good, useful ways in colloquial English to use dare. Trying to be polite. Your hat, dare I say it, looks a bit funny. Dare I say it is good when you can put in a hesitation, when you don't want to offend somebody, but you want to say something and make your point. Dare I say it? Yeah, it looks a bit funny. You can show anger with dare. Don't you dare speak to me in that rude way. And you'd have to put quite a lot of emotion into that. Don't you dare. When we want to say, I expect something will happen, or I guess something will happen, dare say is very useful. I dare say it will stop raining soon. But you must note that you can only use this with the first person singular. I dare say. Let's summarise the ordinary verb dare. We like to use it in the negative, but with does and doesn't. He doesn't dare, she doesn't dare. And we can use to, or we can leave to out. In the other forms, I, we, you, they, do not or don't dare to. In the past, we use the past of to do, which is did. So, I did not dare, we did not dare, or in spoken English, they didn't dare. Dare is an interesting verb, isn't it? If you enjoyed my lesson today, could I ask you to please subscribe below and ring that bell? Thanks. Now here are some exercises for you to practice. Exercise 1. Complete the sentences with dare, dared, daren't, or dare say. Exercise 1. Answers. Next time we'll have a look at the phrase to have something done. Like this example, John had his tyre repaired yesterday. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe below and I'll see you next time. Bye.